Hey people, Injured here, 3v3, August Desert Gates, blue team. It's BugaBuga as an Inquisitor, offensive commander with lots of great control abilities and a bit of support too. Begins in melee combat but can get ranged weapons alongside is Batpimp as a plague champion. Starts off ranged combat with the damage of a time bolter, can get melee weapons, some decent utility and support, can build turrets and repair, but is very slow. This is the Death Guard elite scheme, and Batpimp streams elite mod over on twitch.tv as you can see there, so go check it out. Alongside and rounding off this blue team is Vroom-Vroom as a warp spider Exarch, teleporting commander that fights ranged combat, some awesome control abilities and really annoying harassment and capping, and he takes the VP. Yes he does. Red team is triple Tyranids. First up, Cheekie Monkie is a Ravener Alpha, a tunneling commander with great mobility and offense, a little bit of support too, and fights in ranged combat by default alongside two Hive Tyrants. First up is LEMAN RUSS is back. Where did he go? We also have repelsteel. These are big stompy tanky commanders that walk through objects and cannot be suppressed. Very durable with some awesome offense, disruption and support, providing a basic synapse to begin with. So we have double Tyranids obviously on this east side. So most likely what I think LEMAN RUSS should be getting the improved synapse up. His Hormagorp's in trouble there, almost whacked out by Howling Banshees. The Warpspear Exarch did go down. Termagant's caught in no man's land. What are they doing there? They do get away just about. Shaky start from LEMAN RUSS. Now we have Heretics moving into the Tyranid lines, getting shot to pieces though by double Termagants and a Ravener Alpha. Was that triple Termagants? Some of them are capping. LEMAN RUSS are capping. Now Batpimp needs to back away. Fighting against two players, you need to back away. Stay on the field if you can and defend your power. Well, his power is all the way up here and they're not going for it, so he's defending it all right. He's got double CSM up. Meanwhile, west side, we have a multi-laser turret. So good early on in this western side of Argus with his Sentinel with repair support. There's not a whole lot double Termagants can do to try and outshoot a Sentinel with double guards when repairing it. Well, here comes the Hive Tyrant to try and screw up their plans, maybe charge into them with rending talons or something. Can be nasty. Inquisitor wants to get Hammer of the Witches off, chasing that Hive Tyrant down. Ravener Tunnel coming up mid. Here are some Warrior Brood from repelsteel with a Barb Strangler on the way. That's going to really annoy those double guardsmen. Can get that Barb Strangler shot off and then charging his Hormagorps. Maybe here comes a Sentinel with a stomp attempt. Only gets one model. Warrior Brood seem to be in melee stance, are they? I'm not sure why they didn't fire. Now they're tied up by the Inquisitor, so they can't fire. A misplay by repelsteel. Meanwhile, east side, Plague Champion goes down. No, gets away. Howling Banshee's helping him out there. He does have the Plague Sword and he's already level 2. Ravener Alpha's gone down. You see it there. And blue team sweeping through the Tyranid lines will force them off and maybe get a full bash off here. Hormagorp's moving in from the middle, but it is going to get into trouble. All sorts of trouble. There's some Nurgle worship. Hive Tyrant moving in from LEMAN RUSS to help out. He does have the improved synapse. Hormagorps are going down. Or are they? 5 hit points, 4 hit points, 3. They do get away. Wow. Hive Tyrant trying a very, very ballsy revive here. He's going to loot. That's silly. Just silly. Why would you try that? With 2 armies around you. Goes down. Banshee's kicking a Ravener Tunnel to death. Barb Strangler in behind the turret here. Trying to take out the Sentinel. At least try to. You can't suppress it, obviously. It's a vehicle. But you can suppress those guardsmen out. Taking out 2 models with that shot. And, well, he did push back BugaBuga, but is forced off and that turret remains, which is annoying for him. Heavy weapons squad moving up now. Hive Tyrant's got a choice to make. Does he get a charge, extended carapace, or does he get Raveners, or does he just try and flank in on the heavy weapons squad, which might be the best choice for him right now. Extended carapace would be cool though. Although Hammer of the Witches does stop him in his tracks, I think, when he's charging. TSM going to try and cap up mid, are they? Yes, they are. 428, 450. Shuriken Cannon behind that heavy cover of the tank traps, shooting at these Tyranids. Do we have, wow, Warrior Brood from all 3 Tyranid players. No Raveners whatsoever. Ravener's pretty good right now. So, surprised not to see at least one up. Ravener Alpha is revived by the Hive Tyrant. 428, 438. What is repelsteel up to? He's thinking about how he's going to approach this Imperial Guard army. I'm not sure if he knows about this heavy weapon squad. He's going to know soon enough, that's for sure. Sentinel getting some shots off. Doesn't want to engage. Find some Chaos Space Marines decapping. How dare they? Taking shots here. And Batpimp is not realizing he's going to lose his squad. That's a big blow. Losing CSM is not a small deal. And down they go. Hive Tyrant getting a last kill there. Crippling Poison on the Inquisitor has forced her off away from her defensive position. And he might be able to sweep through and push back BugaBuga completely. Meanwhile, east side Tyranid's going ballistic. Taking out a Shuriken, almost finishing off those Banshees. And now in amongst double CSM. Did he have triple CSM? Batpimp? He must have. Maybe he threw those guys away. Got them by accident, maybe. Oh, there's Catalyst on the Hormagaunts. Wow. Was it on the Hormagaunts? Yes. Wow, that was nasty. Giving them double damage output, but taking damage over time themselves. That's a global ability from the Ravener Alpha, and very, very dangerous, as you saw there. Usually used on zone tropes or big bursts of nasty damage, and the damage they take is protected by their shield. There's a Webway gate to defend the VP, but CSM get out of it and then look around, seem confused. There we go. More of their friends show up and power bash here. 428, 337. Batpimp wants these walls broken by the Sentinel, but wow, needs to be careful. Needs to be careful. Hive Tyrant now tying up the Inquisitor. So do you have the crossbow bolt pistol? Yes, she does. Can they get a full bash here? He's fighting 2 players. Needs to be careful. Down goes the Sentinel though. That is a big win. And seismic roar from the rendered tunnels going off. Hive Tyrant needs to be careful though. Has he forgotten about him? Does get away. Loses a Warrior Brood model. That was the Blight Grenades going off from the Plague Champion. This guy's level 3. Almost gets the Hive Tyrant in retreat. In fact, can he chase this guy down? 27 hit points. Gets down to 21, 19. Think he's going to get away. You see, if he had his Plague Bolt up, he might have finished him off there with the damage over time. 415, 329. East side is turning blue thanks to the Eldar pushing through, bashing power here. And tier 2 for everyone. BugaBuga with a Chimera on the way. Maybe he'll drop a Bane Wolf 2 to take out this power and be pretty nasty for Tyranids if they're not ready for it. Zone Throat on the way for Cheekie Monkie. Batpimp going for a Chaos Dreadnought. Mid is going to turn blue. Might even get a cap on red team's natural here. But here come 2 Tyranid armies to contest it. Down goes the tunnel. But the Plague Champion with 819 hit points and pretty slow is not going to get into combat there. Slowed by Crippling Poison 2. Heretics now idle, having taken down the node, and the node is repurchased. There they go. Here comes a Chimera to support the blue team's armies, allow them to get inside for transport and reinforce their models. Big engagement potentially here. Wow, Crippling Volley locking down that Tyranid army. There's some Nurgle worship, but good suppression from the Barbed Strangler. Hell Fury Strike coming in from a global bar of the Inquisitor. And she's tying up those Warrior Brood models pretty well. Seismic Roar from the Hive Tyrant. Tying up the CSM. Batpimp taking big chances here. Oh, touch of Nurgle on his CSM. Getting into combat with the Termagants. Is it going to be worth it though? Does force them off if nothing else. Hive Tyrant still here. Doing really good work. He's fully kitted out. His LEMAN RUSS Hive Tyrant. Has rendered talons also. Double Hive Tyrants, both with rendered talons. Also Warpfield and the improved Synapse. And runs away, and Banshees are chasing, and they take him down. You see the Synapse bomb go off, knocking down all those poor Tyranids. Hormagaunts are going to wipe, I think, maybe, almost. Here comes some Gene Stealers from repelsteel, and they absolutely tear those Banshees to shreds with Adrenal Rush. That was scary. 410, 275 from frantic action in the mid at the beginning of tier 2 here. Chimera being slowed down by the focus warp blast of the zone threat. They're going to need some anti-vehicle up. There's a Chaos Dreadnought and a Chimera to deal with. Chaos Dreadnought with its default auto cannon. We do see, as you may have seen, the Corrosive Devourer from the Ravenous Alpha, which does give you some AV. And a Venom Brew from both LEMAN RUSS and repelsteel. Chimera now on the west side. Warrior Brood with adrenal glands for LEMAN RUSS, so they will have heavy melee weapons trying to get in there, but shut down by the heavy bolter. Can they overwhelm this heavy bolter here with just sheer numbers? I don't think they're going to be able to. Yeah, he's being forced off. Here comes a Plague Champion to help out. That Plague Sword is scary. I don't think it does extra damage on retreat though, because of the way the damage is applied on hit rather than from the weapon itself, so it can ignore melee resistance. It's a bit odd the way that weapon works. Also doesn't scale with his level, unfortunately. 410, 230. He's holding relatively well, the Eldar player, until he's forced off completely by all this Tyranid stuff. They're all using the same colour scheme, aren't they? How confusing. Don't think Batpimp's going to go up there just yet. Does he have... He has aspiring champions for his CSM, but does not have Eternal War on them. So he's got that slaughter, got no Eternal War for that damage buff. The Stormtroopers with the anti-armor kit. Not sure what that's about right now. Can't use the melter bomb on anything on the field. 410, 218. Hive Tyrant now with a Venom Cannon for repelsteel, and he's going for a warp field as well. Wants to shoot up that Chimera. Meanwhile, east side, Shuriken Cannon doing work. Needs to divert its shot over to this though, I think. Going to be forced off here, yes, but here comes double slaughter with aspiring champion heretics. They go into worship, forcing off the Hormagaunts. The Dreadnought taking a lot of shots here. Look at the damage already from the Corrosive Devourer and the Venom Brew. That is nasty. Slaughter takes out the Ravenous with their melee stance. Now they tie up the Venom Brew, but down goes that Dreadnought. Wow, did not last long at all. Venom Brew coming in from the other side. Touch of Nurgle on the heretics. Bad news for those melee warriors. Really bad news for them. Might take them out here. He's going to take them out, isn't he? Maybe. Yes. 409, 218. Tyranids reeling on this east side. Those double CSM with Slaughter really mopping up. Double Termagants bashing power. Gonna get caught in retreat. Nice grenade. Wow, killed a lot of models. Really nicely placed grenade by Vroom-Vroom. Took out one of the squads, in fact, with the help of the Warp Spider Exarch. Can the CSM finish them off? Not quite. Look at the damage that Corrosive Devourer is putting out. That's crazy. Synapse Aura as well, and Regenerate, which makes him pretty tanky. Look at his health regen right now when he's out of combat. That is awesome. 409, 218, and we have some chosen Plague Marines. Cool unit. Unique to the Plague Champion. Not sure if they're superbly cost effective right now. They are 480 rec, 30 power, 175 red, I believe, which is not cheap, but when you're one of those global bar units and you come out on the field immediately, it makes a huge difference. Wow. Look at that combo. Nurgle's Rot with the Blight Grenades, giving them tons of zombie Hormagaunts. Yeah, as I was saying, when you can just hit that global button and the unit immediately appears on the field, it makes a huge difference to how they feel, not having to wait for that build time. Those guys don't actually have melee resistance at the moment. I'm not sure if that's going to be changed, but it is a bit odd as a melee unit not to have it. We'll see if they do have it in the update. It might be intentional since they're pretty damn tough and they explode on death and stuff. I'm not sure though. Wraith Guard falling over and exploding. Getting into the Webway gate though. Here's the Zone Throat. Going to bash power alongside the Ravenous Alpha. Those Chosen Plague Marines reinforcing, how much is it? 80 and 5. 18 DPS cow melee weapons, I believe, that do damage over time. And that will stack up a hell of a lot, so you can catch commanders unawares sometimes and finish them off quite quickly. That termagant explodes. Weber Gate being used by Batpimp to get him out in the field quickly. 352-218. Red team have their VP. Gene Stiller's in trouble because of touch of Nurgle, and they are wiped out. Leman Russ in a bit of trouble here. Only has 2 units on the field, looking very thin. Blue team in a decent position. Red team are all tier 3 though, and those termagants are completely forgotten and wiped out. 335-218. Leman Russ is getting... what is he doing? Getting a Swarm Lord, it looks like. Nope, not getting anything right now. He needs to decide what he's going to get. There is a Swarm Lord on the way. Plague Champion capping. Termagant's caught again. Chosen Plague Marine is doing a good job. These guys also don't have a melee charge, but they do have the ability to operate very nicely under suppression like Plague Marines and the Plague Champion himself do. They will move relatively quickly under suppression and fire those plasma pistols pretty nicely. But yeah, a strange melee unit. No melee resist and no melee charge. 325-210. Taking out a node now are those guys. Stormtroopers pushing up this west side. They will help against that Swarm Lord, that's for sure. Cheeky Monkey has a tier 3 lictor and just used without number to get some upgraded termagants and hormagaunts onto the field. 325-189. Triple cap though for blue team. Look how blue the map is. Red team needs to get their act together here. It's been a very disarray performance so far from the Tyranid team. Here come those Chosen Plague Marines again. You're going to use their Nurgle's Rot. There it is. Creating zombies from anything that dies in range. Only affects enemy units, I believe. Yes, Hormagaunts dying, creating zombies. Wow, but the CSM are finished off, I believe. I think he got them. Yes, he did get them. Chaos Dreadnought number 2 on the field with Marco Zinch, ready to shoot up any monstrous creatures such as this guy. Here's the Swarm Lord. Chosen Plague Marines don't want to fight him. Oh. They were going to get Marco Zinch, but they decide against it. Triple cap for blue. Is this the end of the game right here? Oh, that was the Blade Flurry, I believe it's called. Pretty awesome ability for the Swarm Lord. Grenade goes in. Actually, direct hit on his touch of Nurgle Heretic. So that was a bit of a waste. Wasted 150 red on that touch of Nurgle there. Swarm Lord doing a good job so far, pushing the lines. Marcus Zinch Dreadnought getting a few rockets in. Triple cap. Can they cap up here? Red team needs to cap quickly. Got to take this east side back. The zone threat will do the capping. There's that tier 3 lictor stalking around with his heavy melee claws. This guy's awesome. And they will get the 2-1, but how long is it going to last? Because the blue team going to come right back out, and Batpimp getting some regular Plague Marines up now to help him deal with that Swarm Lord. Snares from the Plague Marines and the straight up DPS from this Marco Zinch rocket launcher should be good. Or missile launcher or whatever. Single cap now for blue. There's the 1-1. And here comes the 2-1. No, zone throw stops capping. Wants to fire on those Wraith Guard. Here comes the Swarm Lord to tie them up. And they are forced off immediately. He might be forced off in the entirety here. Vroom-Vroom. He's got Seer Council on the way. We'll see how that turns out for him. Level 4 CSM without Eternal War. Not often you see that. Heretics are not joining their army for some reason. 1-1 cap. Red team are taking the east side now though. Down go those Venom Brood. They do relatively decent damage with those plasma pistols, I believe, like 8 DPS per pistol, but they do get 3 of them, of course. 325-41. Chosen Plague Marines now fighting a tier 3 licks when they do not like it. Slowed down by the Crippling Poison there. Swarm Lord taking shots from the Marco Zinch Dreadnoughts. There's Slaughter on the CSM chasing down the Hive Tyrant, but here we see a Barbed Strangler Carnifex on the field for repelsteel. Manticore Strike, hitting Warrior Brood and taking it out. There's a... what was that? Oh, Haywire Grenade on the Swarm Lord. He does get away though. Tyranids pushing through. Look at the map. Turning red. Good grief. Transformation going off as well. They might get a triple cap here. Each side is all quiet. A couple of capillary towers too. Red team looking ferocious right now. There's an Eldritch Storm. LEMAN RUSS has another Carnifex on the way for his team. And Vroom-Vroom is looking a little thin. He has 3 units on the field. He wants to send his Warp Spider Exarch over here to cap, I believe. Maybe get a good old-fashioned Bright Lance on the field to help with these monstrous creatures. I mean, what else are you going to get? Try and shoot them down for Fire Prism. Are they really doing enough damage to large targets for that? Fire Dragons, I think, is a suicide with the amount of damage on the field. That is a las cannon from BugaBuga. Bomb against getting shot up, but there is the triple cap. Hive Tyrant tied up by Chosen Plague Marines. You see the amount of damage they did to that Hive Tyrant. That is impressive. Level 2 those guys now. 2, 4, 5, 41. Triple cap for the Tyranids. And they are capping up this wreck point with these endless swarm Hormagaunts up to 10 models. Warp Spiders teleporting in, getting that piercing damage going, and leveling up to 2. Is he going to finish off these Hormagaunts? I think Cheekie Monkie's forgotten about them. He has. Can blue team get a natural back? Looks like they're going to. Looks like they are going to right now. Tyranids staying in there a little bit too long. But the Carnifex gets away safely. That's the main thing. LEMAN RUSS on the field. LEMAN RUSS has a Carnifex on the field, I should say. Tyranids are not fielding LEMAN RUSS's. But BugaBuga is. He's got a LEMAN RUSS on the way. What is he going to get for this Carnifex? Get Thorn back, I think. Just charge into those Eldar and scare the crap out of them. Here's a Fire Prism. That's what he's going for. And a Guarded Weapon Team, which I assume is going to be a Bright Lance. I'm not sure. Also gives you that Scorch ability to debuff a target's damage resistance, which might be useful. Crushing Claw Hive Tyrant for LEMAN RUSS at level 6 with improved synapse and that warp field. Zone Throat backing away. Doesn't want to tangle that Fire Prism, it seems. And the Carnifex he's gone for is a Barbed Strangler with 2 Barbed Strangler Carnifexes on the field. Kicking off mid now. Might be a big engagement here. Stormtroopers getting their melter bombs, suddenly becoming very, very relevant in tier 3 with these monstrous creatures around. Las Cannon getting shots. This could be the end of the Swarm Lord. Yes, it is. Nicely done. Took it down quickly. Tier 3 Lictor might want to run away. That Carnifex might want to get the hell out of there because BugaBuga is clearing up with these Stormtroopers. His other ones on retreat. Now those guys on retreat. The Hive Tyrant, I should say, might finish him off and does finish him off with those crushing claws, and he's level 7, this guy. The Carnifex does survive. That was pretty close though. Plague Marines and las cannon and double Stormtroopers were doing a lot of anti-vehicle damage there. Manticore is level 2. Gene Stealer's on the way for LEMAN RUSS. 14941. There's a tornado formation. Is he going to whack the Warp Spiders? No, he does not. LEMAN RUSS cancelling his Gene Stealers, now going for a Venom Brood. Fire Prism is pretty low. Can the Ravener get close with Great Devourer? I don't think he can. Fire Prism is backing the hell off, but can the red team take this east side here? Ravener Alpha level 6, tanking damage pretty well with this regenerate, but look at this in the mid. Red team pushing all the way through, trying to cap blue team's natural. They're still making up VPs at this point. 134 to 41. Melter Bomb on the Carnifex. Still firing its weapon just fine. He saw the damage there from the Barbed Strangler. Las Cannon is getting shots in, and with the Las Cannon snare alongside the Melter Bomb snare, it could not move there for the duration. Now it's running away. Plague Champion trying to smack it around with the Plague Sword, but it's not really going to work it out for him. Power melee against a fair chunk of vehicle armor of a level 2 Carnifex, 1485. 101, 41. It's a single cap for the red team. Are they going to get a double? What is this? Oh, Inquisitor decapping. She's got the mandate as well, so she will definitely get that decap. Carnifex forcing melee combat and does force her off. This Carnifex just about getting away from repelsteel. With a chosen Plague Marines doing a bunch of damage over time there. Why did he lose so much health? Here come those stormtroopers. These guys important. Double Plague Marines on the field as well for Batpimp. Can the monstrous creatures survive this onslaught of anti-vehicle damage? This guy's in real trouble. He is super snared here. Taking shots from las cannon, double Plague Marines, stormtroopers who have now been forced off. Here's another Swarmlord, this time from Cheekie Monkie. Manticore strike. Down goes that Carnifex. Did not last long. 80, 40. Double cap for red team. But LEMAN RUSS is just getting another one here. Whose Carnifex was that went down? I don't even know. Turning against level 4. The Venom Brood level 3. Improves their synapse, as you can see there. 63 to 40. Single cap for red. What's going on east side? Carnifex backing away slowly. Wow, double Bright Lance is doing serious DPS. Warrior Brood will try to cap. Hive Tyrant crushing claw level 8 this guy. Doing scary amounts of melee damage. Wow, down goes his own throat, got into all sorts of trouble. Not sure what the heck they were trying to do there. Is the Ravener Alpha going to cap? He's so tanky with that regenerate. Swarmlord not using Leech Essence might go down. Does go down. 44 to 40. 1 to 1. But look at this. Keeping the pressure up is the red team on the natural. And they've done this well. To be fair, they have done this well. They recognised that they had to go mid once they hit tier 3. And they hit tier 3 at just the right time. And they've put a lot of pressure on this VP. And they're going to get a 2 to 1, I believe. Dire Avengers taking the east side. Red team will finish the cap thanks to this level 6 Hive Tyrant Venom Cannon and the Warp Field. He should get improved synapse. Does improved synapse stack? I don't think it does because it's a type of synapse and they generally don't stack. 26, 40, 2 to 1 cap for the red team. Very brave Plague Marines there capping and they get away with a single model, so good on them, they decapped. Red team needs a cap now. Take your natural back, guys. There we go. 24-40 is so close. Blue team still don't have their natural back. They do have the east side though. There's a ton of formation just to knock that Plague Champion off the cap and be annoying. Ham of the Witches? No, doesn't go off. Oh, it was Crippling Poison. 24-40. Hive Tyrant in retreat. Double Carnifexes here causing problems. This guy is level 3. This guy is getting thrown back. Might charge that las cannon. Mandate is up. The Inquisitor is invulnerable for a while, but she is going to go down here. There's a sync kill. 18, 40, yet another Twana formation right on those guards, and boom. And a Barb Strangler shot went in at the same time, I believe. That was awesome. Look at all these capillary towers from Twana formations kicking off on each side. Doom of Malantai on the field from Cheekie Monkie. Bloodletters on the way for Batpimp. He's got double Plague Marine still with Chosen, level 3 Chosen, 27-22 hit points. Red team are taking this VP 9 to 40. They're going to take this game with a double cap, I think. Yes, they are. Wow, nice recovery from the red team. They are going to see this out with a double, and there it is. Tyranids winning the day. That was Heretics with touch of Nurgle at the end of the game there. They really put the pressure on the mid and was just churning out Carnifexes left and right. A level 2 Thorn back with a level 2 Barb Strangler and a level 3 Barb Strangler as well. Look at the commanders end of the game. BugaBuga, the Inquisitor with bolt pistol and crossbow bolt pistol and the Mandate level 3. Plague Champion who did well with his Plague Sword level 6. Armor of Pestilence and Black Grenades. We saw the Black Grenades doing nice things alongside the Chosen Plague Marines Nurgle's Rot walks Rex up with Entangling Web at level 7. Rather than Alpha level 7. This guy was pretty awesome on this east side. Very solid, though he did go down at the end, as you saw. Contested it well. Hive Tyrant level 8 with a Crushing Claw. Started to go a bit mental late game and was just tearing things up with that Crushing Claw. And a level 7 Hive Tyrant from repelsteel, who did well in taking that Venom Cannon up after already getting rendered Talons. And did a good job for him. There you have it, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.